This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Wednesday, August 30th, 2023. I'm Kate Sharon. As downtown Elkhart grows, city leaders project the Benham area just across the railroad tracks will become the new hotbed for urban renewal. Residents say they've already been approached by developers looking to buy and flip their homes. City officials see potential for the long-neglected area to become Elkhart's next up-and-coming hotspot. But to do that, Elkhart leaders will need to wade through years of restrictive zoning policies and set new standards as developers court residents to purchase their homes. In mid-August, dozens of architects, civil engineers, and experts in urban design, working with the Notre Dame School of Architecture, convened in Elkhart for an immersive study of the Benham area. Their 4-day stay in the city grew out of conversations begun last winter when Elkhart officials and Notre Dame explored ideas together for downtown redevelopment. Elkhart city leaders also have their eye on new funding made available by state lawmakers this year. A bill passed during the 2023 legislative session will make $25 million available annually through the creation of a new residential housing infrastructure assistance program. The legislation's author, Doug Miller, told Inside Indiana Business the money can be used to alleviate housing shortages.
I'm really proud of Elkhart for just saying, you know what? The General Assembly passed a tool. We're going to start thinking outside of the box, and can we use it?
Pittsburgh-based U.S. Steel is making more moves towards a potential acquisition after rejecting a proposal from Cleveland-Cliffs Incorporated to buy out the steelmaker in a $2.3 billion deal. In a letter to shareholders issued Tuesday, U.S. Steel said it's entering into customary confidentiality agreements with numerous third parties about a potential transaction. On August 13th, U.S. Steel said it rejected the bid from Cleveland-Cliffs because Cleveland-Cliffs declined to engage in further talks until U.S. Steel had agreed to economic terms proposed. In his letter to Cleveland-Cliffs, the U.S. Steel CEO said there were antitrust concerns related to the buyout offer, as well as concerns on what the acquisition would do for the value of the company. But with the rejection, U.S. Steel said it would explore strategic alternatives, which could include a potential sale. The National Association of State Chambers has awarded its top honor to the Indiana Chamber of Commerce. IIB's Alex Brown has the story.
The Chamber received the 2023 State Chamber of the Year Award at the National Group's annual conference in Anchorage, Alaska. The award highlights best practices among state chambers and recognizes NASC member chambers and their leaders who have distinguished themselves by providing exceptional services and outstanding results for their members. The Indiana Chamber said receiving the honor represented the first time in the award's history that the vote was unanimous. President and CEO Kevin Brinegar said the award is a fitting commentary on the hard work of the Chamber's staff and volunteers. He said the Chamber consistently ranks among the top state chambers for revenue, which allows the organization to continue to reinvest in programs and pursue partnerships to help employers prosper. This is the first time the Indiana Chamber has received the award. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
For 25 years, we've had the honor of telling the story of Indiana business. More than 1,300 shows, 8,000 interviews. We've traveled from Valparaiso to Versailles, Fort Wayne to Fort Branch, and everywhere in between. And we are just getting started. Our team is passionate about Indiana business because your story is worth telling. Join us every week as we travel the state to bring you Indiana's story. Inside Indiana Business, 25 years and counting.
Middlebury-based Grand Design RV has built its 250,000th recreational vehicle. It's a milestone the company says is reflective of its growth and popularity. The company, which produces travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers, credited its growth to quality and customer service to become a major RV retailer. Bally's Evansville Casino and Hotel is the first casino in the country to receive a special designation from the National Weather Service. The casino has been awarded the Storm Ready accreditation for the steps it has taken to develop a severe weather safety program. Chris Mayton, Risk and Safety Manager for Bally's Evansville, told our partners at WEHT-TV the designation was a high priority for the casino.
We are always evaluating our programs and procedures to be as safe and secure as possible here at Bally's, and that was just another step up to bring our program up to higher standards.
Technology and the spirit of innovation have the potential to transform Indiana's economy, but the state needs to invest in its people and places to unlock that full potential. panelists said Tuesday morning at an Indiana Technology and Innovation Association event. Tuesday's ITIA panel, which was part of the organization's annual conference, focused on what business and government leaders can do to help advance the state's tech and innovation economies. The ITIA conference is happening at the Indiana Convention Center alongside the Rally Innovation Conference. The ITIA event is separate from Rally, but organizers of both events are deliberately cross-promoting each other's gatherings. Former MLB pitcher Drew Storen is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Kate Sharon for Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.